Hi, Nesh Nikolic here. I wanted to talk about today something that's really important to me and I think is really integral in the practice of psychology, and that is really how we go out and understand the mind. The mind has traditionally been something that we've felt in psychology that we can go out and change in some way, and in some degree we can, but in another aspect we can't at all, and that's what I wanted to talk about. You see, there's an aspect of the mind that can't be changed whatsoever, and it's as simple as this. If you were to close your eyes and I asked you to think of nothing, is that possible? The answer is no. There's no way in the world you can go out and do that. Not even monks can go out and do that. People say, oh, I've cleared my mind. Even clearing your mind or thinking that you're clearing the mind is you thinking about it, so you can't be actually having a clear mind. That's really, really important because people will sometimes say things like, don't worry about it, forget about it, put it to the back of your head. None of those things are possible. That's what's fascinating about this. You see, clients come to me every day talking about things that are really kind of upsetting them, hurting them, something that's difficult for them to hold and live with. I wish it was something that was possible that I could just go out and click my fingers and get rid of. If it was logic driven, I could just say, hey, that doesn't make sense. You know, that's not logical or reasonable. It would just go away, but it doesn't. You see, the mind will chat and chat and chat. It's kind of like a thought factory, if you will. It just produces thought after thought after thought. So there's a stream of thoughts that you and I have to go out and live with, being human. And that's really what I believe being able to go and live in a rich and vibrant life looks like. It's living with these thoughts that we might not like. So this idea that we can just get rid of thoughts or even change our thoughts, I don't think is possible from that perspective. I think there'll be a stream of thoughts that's happening all the time, and the hard thing that's difficult for us to appreciate is those thoughts come in whose voice? They come in yours, or I experience thoughts that come in my voice. And they also speak in the first person, which is absolutely fascinating. So the mind that speaks to me will say things like, I'm running late. So it's talking about it from the first person and in my voice. How could I not believe it's me? And I do appreciate that it does come from my experience, but having said that, it's not me that's generating that. If I had full responsibility of that and I owned it, I could just tell it to go away. But you can't, and in there lies part of the problem. So I think when we start looking about how can I have a positive frame of mind, or how can I go out and change my thoughts, the truth is you can't go out and change your thoughts. What you can do is deliberately have thoughts that you'd like to bring up that are more helpful, useful, beneficial, but you can't go out and change them. I hope that gives a little bit of an insight as to a different angle in which how psychology might go out and be able to support and help, but it certainly won't get very far with just trying to go out and do stock standard, it's almost like pop psychology, positive thinking, because you'll simply hear a whole lot of other thoughts that more likely will oppose that. Hope that's helpful.